crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Casey knew what to do. Just to cheer up the boys she knew, she made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Greetings and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where this afternoon the Baltimore Orioles will be playing the final game of a 3-game series against the Kansas City Royals at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal, the BirdWatcher. People call me BW for short. Welcome back for another day of Orioles baseball, folks. Baltimore got back on track yesterday. They snapped a 3-game losing streak, and they did so in pretty convincing fashion. Tomoyuki Sagano got a chance to give us a complete start after having to be removed early with hand cramps in his debut up in Toronto. That was in Toronto, right? Game 4? Yeah. He got his first major league win. The bats warmed up. Everybody in the lineup other than Gunnar Henderson with at least 1 hit. And, the defense played a solid game. No errors. Lots of stuff going our way yesterday in order to tie up this series. We're looking for the series win today after splitting with the Blue Jays and losing 2 out of 3 against the Red Sox. We are searching for our first series win of the season today. Let's go get it and get our record back up to 500 before we hit the road for a series beginning tomorrow night in Arizona against the Diamondbacks. Once we get through 3 games in Arizona, it's going to be a nice breather. We get a day off. We come back home for a 9-game homestand. 9 games back in Camden Yards to hopefully take this team that's hovering around 500 and get on a bit of a win streak. Get us back into that area of the standings that we want to be. Welcome back, folks, in the Charm City chat. And, folks, if you're new to the channel, glad you found it. This channel is dedicated to covering Orioles baseball live for every game, play-by-play and commentary. I started this channel up last year, and it was a rousing success. I called all 162 games and postseason games. Didn't miss a single one, despite the fact that there's a million different reasons why it wouldn't have worked out that way, but somehow it did. Orioles magic is all I can, it's the only thing I can attribute it to, I guess. But anyway, if you do love baseball, if you like the Orioles, hopefully you love them. I know I do. This is a channel you're going to want to, not just stumble on once. So why don't you go ahead and subscribe to this channel? That way it'll pop up in your recommends and also help reach more people out there. That's how small channels like this grow. It's with support from the viewers by showing that they're interested in the content. So if you're just arriving now, you can hit that like button, and if you haven't already, think about subscribing as well. All right, the pitching matchup for today. Final game of this series. We've got Cade Povich making his second start of the season. And I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of this young man, left-hander. We call him Slim. And he had a bit of a mixed bag when you look at the stat sheet for his first start. It wasn't exactly impressive on paper, but what Cade Povich showed us on the mound with the naked eye. I think a lot of people are very excited about the future and the potential of this kid. He's got to work on a couple of things, try to keep his pitch count down, try to get batters out a little bit earlier, and that way he can stay in the ball game a bit longer, try to get the win. But he's got a strikeout pitch. He can spot his pitches pretty well. Just got to put guys away. Hopefully he can do that a little bit more successfully this afternoon and give us a nice strong outing, a second straight good starting pitching outing. We need it. And then we got Zach Eflin going against Arizona for us in Game 1 in Arizona. So we might see some decent pitching here and back-to-back-to-back games. That would be great. All right, so that's the matchup. Kris Bubic is a lefty that's on the mound for the Royals. Starting lineups are coming up, but first let me make sure I got this ball game up and running. Full disclosure, my sinuses are a mess. They're just a mess. I can only blow my nose so many times before going on air. I'm feeling stuffy. If I sound like I'm stuffy, that's why. Because I am. All right. Yeah. I got to be honest. The weekends are kind of tough when you got a night game on a Friday and then a middle of the night game, middle of the day game, and then the early game. Yeah, I'm very happy that after I call this game, I'm going to have a lot of time to recover before the Monday night game, which will be at 9:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night in Arizona. I'll have time to recover, but I'll admit, today your boy's feeling a little bit, just a little bit swishy. I don't know, is that a word? My head's swimming a little bit, and yeah, the sinuses are a bit of a show, so gonna do my best to call this, and maybe I could have gotten through it without you even knowing there was an issue, but I can't help it. I like to be transparent, just in case people are wondering what the hell's wrong with BW today. I'll be fine. Starting lineups for your Baltimore Orioles. Leading off and back at shortstop today, Gunnar Henderson. Adley Rutschman back in the lineup after a full day off yesterday. He's catching and batting second. Jordan Westberg is hitting third and playing second base. Tyler O'Neill out in right field. He's the cleanup hitter. Ryan Mountcastle will bat fifth and play first base. Ramon Laureano getting a start. He is in left field hitting sixth. Gary Sanchez is going to DH today. He had that big two-run, two-out RBI to give us that lead early in the ballgame yesterday. He's hitting seventh. Ramon Arias batting eighth and playing third base. And finally, Jorge Mateo. That's right, Jorge Mateo not only in the lineup, but he's playing in center field today. We got some lefties getting a day off against the left-hander Bubic. No Ced Mullins in today's lineup. No Jackson Holiday and no Ryan O'Hearn. They're all on the bench, so if the Royals decide to go to a right-hander in their bullpen later on in the ball game, we got a lot of left-handed weapons to go to on the bench. Heston Kjerstad as well, another lefty. Let's not forget him. For the Royals, leading off and playing third base, Jonathan India. Bobby Witt Jr., as usual, batting second and playing shortstop. Vinny Pasquantino is going to DH today and hit third. Salvador Perez moves from behind the plate to first base and will remain the cleanup hitter. Mark Canha makes his first start of the series. He's in left field, batting fifth. Michael Massey will hit sixth and play second base. Hunter Renfroe out in right field, hitting eighth. Michael Garcia will bat eighth and play his third different position in the series. He's in center field today. And finally, Felix Fermin. Is it Felix or Freddie? Let me make sure. It might be Freddie. Yeah, it's Freddie Fermin. I'm sorry. I corrected myself. Freddie Fermin, who has begun the season 0 for 10, is the catcher batting ninth for the Royals. Bubic has made one start, and in 6 innings, he threw 95 pitches, 65 for strikes, did not give up a run, just 3 hits and 2 walks with 8 strikeouts. That is what we call a pretty damn good outing. and hopefully he's not going to repeat it, or we're not going to have a whole lot of success today. 6 innings, no runs, 8 strikeouts for Bubic in his first start. He threw a 4-seam fastball half the time. He's got a sweeper, a slider, and a changeup. Once in a blue moon, he works in a sinker. We got Gunnar Henderson out there on the on-deck circle. Looks like a bright day out there, certainly brighter than any of the first 2 games of this series. The weather out in Kansas City has been winter weather. Been pretty nasty out there, but I see people dressed out there today. A guy in a old-fashioned short-sleeve shirt. Not a very big crowd. There are people in the upper deck. There's people scattered all the way down the outfield line, but it is scattered seating for this game here this afternoon, at least to begin the game. All right, folks, we're ready to get going here. Gunnar Henderson is going to step into the batter's box. We are looking to take a series. I hope you are too there, Charm City Chat. I'll be checking in with you here pretty quickly. Let's see if the scoreboard is up and running yet. All right. Gunnar is ready. Bubic is got his first sign, and he is from the belt. First pitch of the ball game is swung on and missed. Gunnar going after the first pitch. Henderson, his comeback yesterday, or at least his second game back, was at the plate as a DH, and it was not a good showing. He fouls this 0-1 pitch back. It's 0-2. Gunnar went 0 for 5 with the golden sombrero. He hit a ball back up the middle in his first at bat that Bobby Witt Jr. was able to snag. After that, he struck out 4 straight times. So that is not typical Gunnar behavior. Have to keep an eye on that. He's got an 0-2 count here right now. Pitch from Bubic is outside on a fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Gunnar 1 for his first 9 to begin the season. Just an infield hit to his credit. I'm working on getting the live scoreboard up. It doesn't appear to be up yet. This ball's fouled straight back. It's still a ball and 2 strikes. What am I looking at over here? What is the deal? All right, well, we'll take a look in a little while. It's the first batter of the ball game, folks. 1-2 pitch swung on in a foul tip at the plate. Gunnar hanging in there. He's made Bubic throw 6 pitches already. Just 1 out of the zone. The winter weather will be in Baltimore on Tuesday. Well, we got about a week until we go back home, right? Next Friday. Here's a swing and a miss on a sweeper by Bubic, and Henderson has now struck out in his 5th straight plate appearance since yesterday. That is not good. A sweeper breaking low and away from Gunnar, and he is down. Here's Adley Rutschman.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
First pitch to him is over the plate but low for ball 1. What is going on with the scoreboard now? Doesn't seem to be updating. Or I'll take you over to this other screen. Rutschman currently hitting .258. Hitting from the right-hand side against the lefty Bubic. He takes a called strike on a backdoor slider. 1 ball, 1 strike. What is the deal? No, I don't want the win probability. I want the scoreboard. 1-1 pitch. Hit back toward Bubic and deflects to shortstop Bobby Witt Jr., who also has trouble handling it, and Adley Rutschman is going to reach on an infield single with a little help from a deflection by the pitcher Bubic. My mom has been fired? Oh, no. All right, well, I guess she'll just have to rely on her 401k. Oops. Jordan Westberg is at the plate.
West is that way.
And the first pitch is a slider in there for a called strike. Westy hitting .303. Back like he never left. The 0-1 pitch is upstairs, 1 ball and 1 strike. I don't know what the deal is with the scoreboard. You're just going to have to stare at my ugly mug for a little while, folks. 1-1 the count. Pitch. Hit up the middle, and a diving stop by Witt. He goes to second for 1 over the first, not in time. Bobby Witt Jr. is an incredible player. That ball ticketed for center field. A diving stop from his stomach. He flips the ball to second for the force and never really had a chance to complete the double play. But they at least made it interesting and got 1 big out thanks to Bobby Witt Jr. So a fielder's choice. Westberg will replace Rutschman at second base with 2 down for Tyler O'Neill.
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
And O'Neill takes a called strike. Tyler O'Neill off to a great start in his first season with the Orioles, hitting .379. Had a 2-run triple in yesterday's ball game. And a swing and a miss here. O'Neill tried to stop his swing, but he was well into it. The count is 0-2. Two down, runner at first base. We're just getting started. Top of the first. Pitch is swung on and missed, and down goes O'Neill. Striking out. Bubic gave up a... What did he give up? What did he give up? He gave up something. Folks, my stomach hurts. Ouch. My sinuses are a mess. What is going on? I'm not feeling so good today. We go to the bottom of the first. Orioles 1 and the Royals coming up. Man, oh man. Come on. Come on, BW. You can do this. You can do this. I mean, as you can see, well, that kind of helps. Let me go back over here for a sec. That first half inning, that information was not working. All right. Salite. Charm City chat. Ms. Janet, George, B. Ravens, Mazzo, Nathaniel, Baxter, Dingleberry, RJ, Alan, Brad, Robert. How you guys doing? Mr. Hyde, Evan. Did I get everybody in there? Rob. How you guys doing? We going to get back to 500 today or what? Hello, Joshua. Yankees win 1-0. Is that a final? How can anything be a final already? Yankees are winning? I don't know. Dodgers are up early on the Phillies 2-0. Red Sox and Cardinals are scoreless top of the third. How you doing, David? Houston up 1-0 on the Twins early. Cade Povich. All right, folks, we're ready to go. Jonathan India at the plate. Cade Povich is on the mound. And what has he got for us today? First pitch. He spots a fastball right on the knee-high inside edge, right on that corner. Doesn't get the call. Great start, ump. Great start. Next pitch is hit toward right center field. It's falling, and a diving catch by Tyler O'Neill. O'Neill lays out head first, sprinting in, and saves this ball from landing. Tyler, get some out there. A beautiful catch.
Besides that, it's on the reflexes.
Oh, what an important out. Keep the leadoff man off the base, and here's Bobby Witt Jr. now. He takes a called strike, especially after Povich was given a bad call in the first pitch. All right, maybe the baseball gods are going to be good to us today. This is a curveball inside, and the count even up at 1-1. Bobby Witt Jr. currently at a .242 average. Yeah, there's a lot of updates in terms of Oriole arms that are currently injured. We've got some positive news regarding Bradish, Grayson Rodriguez, and who am I missing? Somebody else. 1-2 the count. Pitch. Hit to right. Down the corner. And that ball's going to hit off the screen down there, pretty deep down the line, and foul ground. No, not Suarez. It was somebody else. The sickly Lopan.
If I was sickly, I would be talking about the girl with green eyes. Now that would be more sickly.
Cade Povich has got a 1-2 count on Bobby Witt Jr. Pitch. Curveball hit in the air. Right center field. Mateo has his first chance, and he absolutely blows it. Get him out of center field. Bobby Witt Jr. is going to turn and go to third base. Throw in is late. I was worried about this. Mateo's first chance, and he does not take a good route on this ball. And, yeah, that's a three-base mistake that Sid Mullins isn't going to make. Colton Cowser, if healthy, is not going to make. Ramon Laureano, if he's playing in center, is not making that mistake. So that puts a runner at third base with only one out. Vinny Pasquantino at the plate, and Cade Povich gets a first pitch strike in there. Povich is going to have to bail out his own defense. You don't want to know. You didn't miss anything good, Janet. No. If the question is, did you miss anything good? No. The infield is in. One out, Witt at third, and a ball stroked to right field. Tyler O'Neill's going to make the catch. Witt Jr. can walk home. It's a sac fly for Pasquantino, and the Royals take an early 1-0 lead thanks to a ball that Mateo has no idea what he's doing in center field. Well, I think we've learned our lesson. Can we get by with Mateo as an additional outfielder? No. He's had one play to make, and it was terrible. 2 down for Salvador Perez, and he takes a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. Mullins just got a day off. He hasn't had a day off, 10th game of the year against a left-hander. Got to find a way to sit him somewhere. And I would have put Laureano in center field, first of all. I would have let Kjerstad hit against a lefty. Kjerstad doesn't need the rest. I would put Laureano in center, O'Neill in right, and called it a day. But they gave him a shot at center field, and Salvador Perez with a line drive base hit left field. It's going to be cut off by Laureano. He's got a very strong arm, and Perez is very slow, so it's a double for just about anybody else. But for Perez, it's a long single with 2 out here in the bottom of the first. He turned on a 93-mile-an-hour fastball by Povich. Yeah, I remember that same sentiment from yesterday. I understand. In a trade, right, Sleister? So your idea is, hey, we got two guys that are absolute trash. So let's trade them. And so who do you exactly expect to get in return if you're going to advertise the two guys you're trading to somebody as trash? You know what I mean? Look, Mateo can help out a team. Can he help out a team by playing center field? I don't think so. I think that's more on the organization trying to ask too much of Mateo to play a position that he's really not ready to play. Here's a 1-1 pitch to Canna, and it is swung on and missed. A ball and 2 strikes. Now, has Mateo had a good start to the season? No, I'm not going to make any excuses. He looks like a guy like Gunnar Henderson that maybe due to a lack of spring reps, not up to speed. But it's one thing to go up and have an offer at the plate. It's another to be playing one of the more important defensive positions on the team and basically gifting the opponent a run here in the first inning, which is what he's done. We got a 2-2 count, and the pitch from Povich is freezing my... What happened? A base hit? It looks like a base hit for Canna. My screen froze right during mid-pitch. Wouldn't that be the case? A base hit to center field for Mark Canna, and the inning continues. Things are starting to get ugly now. 3 hits in the inning for Povich, and that doesn't include... Well, that does include the fly ball mistake by Jorge Mateo. Michael Massey, this should be the final out, you would hope. Lefty on lefty. First pitch is outside for ball 1. I might need a hug. The 1-0 is drilled to right. This is trouble. O'Neill racing after it. It's going to bounce in and end up around the corner. Perez will score. Here comes another run home. The throw is late. It is a 2-out, 2-run double for Michael Massey. 4th hit off Povich in the first. And this is an ugly start. An ugly start that, in an inning that would be over by now, with no runs on the board, were it not for a misplay in the outfield by Mateo. It is not pretty out there, folks. Not pretty at all. 3-0 Royals. And Drew French is now having a chat with the pitcher. Going to be a long night, folks. So my advice to you would be, don't upset me any more than I already am. Look, am I happy with what I'm seeing? No. And I'll call out bad play when I see it. I'm calling out Mateo for a bad play. But I'm also calling out Brandon Hyde, Mike Elias, and everybody else that assume that in a major league game we're good with Mateo in center field. I mean, I've seen him out there before. He's been serviceable, but I've also seen him take some bad routes, like the one he did today. I feel like in a pinch you can turn to him. I wouldn't turn to him as a guy you go like, all right, let's give Mullins a day off and put Mateo in. No, I wouldn't do that. I would not do that. Laureano can play center field. He absolutely can play center field. He's not as fast as Mullins. Here's a swing and a miss by Renfroe on a curveball. A good one from Povich. And the inning is over. Strike 3.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
And that concludes an ugly first inning. 3 runs on 4 hits for the Royals. We go to the second inning. It's Kansas City 3, the Orioles nothing. Oh, boy. Where's the special lucky? This is going to be a long... I need some water. My mouth is dry. Hold on. Folks, we have 3 main rules in the Charm City chat, all right? 3. 1 is no politics, pretty self-explanatory. 2 is no spoilers. Don't type in something before I call it. If you do, it'll result in a timeout. And finally, 3, no personal insults. We can have our disagreements. We can have our disputes. Let's do it civilly. Okay? And that also includes our players, just in case people haven't figured that out yet. All right? There's a difference. And let's use yesterday's ball game as an example, because I went back and checked out that conversation that led to, me intervening. All right? Let's say, for example, you're not happy with Ryan Mountcastle for one reason or another. Okay? There's one thing to say, you know what? I'm really not happy watching Ryan Mountcastle swing at pitches below the zone and trying to, hit a home run like it's a golf swing. That is, you know what that is? That is specifically pointing out a problem you have with the way a player is playing. That is different than saying a person is trash. That is different than saying a player is washed. I don't know if you understand this, but those are called insults. Okay? And insults, no. You got an opinion? You got a criticism for a player? Go ahead and state your criticism. Don't insult our players, okay? They're our players. If a player is indeed washed, then allow his career to fade into, obscurity, just like you want it to. But guess what? If Ryan Mountcastle got DFA'd today, every other team in the league is putting in a claim. He's going to latch on somewhere else, so he's not washed. As Ryan Mountcastle drops a base hit in the left center field to start the second inning. Thanks, Mountcastle.
Okay, mount up. Okay, mount up. Okay, mount up.
So, am I making myself clear, Charm City chat? Do we understand what the difference is between criticizing a player for what they're doing out there in the field and just dumping on a player with an insult, acting like they don't belong? There's a difference. I hope you understand. Thank you. Ramon Laureano at the plate.
Ramon just threw a rock at me.
He's got an 0-1 count. Runner at first, nobody out, 3-0 Royals. Pitch from Bubic is popped up to right toward the line. Long run by Renfroe. He makes the catch. Mountcastle stays at first base. Laureano looking to dump one in down the opposite field line, but Renfroe able to make up the ground and make the catch. All right, here comes Gary Sanchez, making a second straight start. His first Oriole hit drove in a pair of runs yesterday. And he'll look at a first pitch strike at a slider at the top of the zone. So Sanchez just won for his first 10, but he has 3 RBI. The 0-1 from Bubic is swung on and missed. No balls, 2 strikes. I didn't really get a whole lot of response from the chat regarding whether or not everybody understood my point. Because understand that this is policy on the channel. Has been, will be, and will forever be. I just want everybody to understand that. And if that doesn't suit your needs, might I suggest Twitter? Because, you can trash everybody all the time. It's expected. Here's a swing and a miss by Sanchez. He's down on strikes. 2 down in the inning. All right. Ravori is on board. Thank you, sir. Glad we figured this out. Folks, I don't know about you, but I'm old school. I talk about people the same way I would talk to them if they were sitting here right next to me, you know? That's just how I roll. First pitch to Ramon Arias is ball 1.
I have a brother.
David. See, now David, I know would say that to my face, so it's okay. And then we'd have a laugh, and then I'd kick his butt in heads-up poker, and then it's a great day. We got a 2-0 count on Ramon Arias. Runner at first, 2 down, top of the second. The Orioles trail it 3-0. Can I answer Michael's question? Okay, hold on 1 minute. Pitch is high, 3-0. There's a question. Who did the is? I just had an aneurysm trying to read it. Can it be rewritten? 3-0 pitch. Called a strike on the inside edge. Ramon Arias batting an even .400. Off to a great start. I have a thing with a certain pitcher and a position player, but I'm going to let the evidence build, and I'll present my case on Discord. All right, George. That sounds nice and diplomatic. This pitch is inside for ball 4. That's a 2-out walk for Arias.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
That'll push Mountcastle up to second base. And we need a 2-out hit. First and second, 2 down. And here comes a guy that needs to make up for his mistake, Jorge Mateo. Carlson wasn't designated for assignment. DFA would mean that we cut him. He was optioned back to AAA. We have an option with Carlson. And once you use an option on a player in a given season, you can move him up and down at will. So Mateo is the guy on the chopping block. If he is to get off this major league roster, that means he's off the organization. That is the deal with Mateo. He's got a 1-0 count. Pitch popped up. Right-hand side along the foul line in foul ground, and Salvador Perez falls to his feet. He falls down and makes the catch. Man, unbelievable. You got a lumbering Salvador Perez running with his back to the home plate, making an over-the-shoulder catch, going to the ground in foul territory. I'd say he doesn't make that play 70% of the time, but he makes it there, and the inning is over. The Orioles get a couple of runners on base. They do not score. We go to the bottom of the second. It's 3-0 Kansas City. All right. By the way, as hard as it may be to believe, I'm a pretty nice guy. I'm a nice guy. David in France, folks. Here's a guy that used to live with me. David, I hope that's not revealing too much of your personal life, but we used to be roommates, right? For a solid year, perhaps. How am I as a person, David? You know, you've seen me in my own, surroundings where I'm going to be more real than anywhere, in my own home. Well, how am I as a person, David? Please. Yup isn't going to do it, David. Yup. I need more than yup. I need, a character witness over here, okay? Yup. Mateo with an OPS of 0.00. All right, so he's got a Blutarski OPS. What do you want me to tell you? I love how everybody's pointing at players that's got like 10 or less at-bats on the year. Everyone's worried about Sanchez since yesterday. Look, Mateo has not looked good in his limited playing time. There's no way to go about it. In the field, at the plate, he's not looked good. It's been very little time, but he hasn't looked good. And frankly, I think if he's going to be on this team until further notice, his best use is to be on the bench as a pinch runner. Come in maybe to replace somebody defensively late on. preferably in the infield, not the outfield. But yeah, I would just have him as a guy you use as a pinch runner because that is a weapon. That's one thing he can't screw up is the speed. Okay. Michael Garcia is at the plate, bottom of the second. He's hitting .320 in the early going. And he's got a 1-1 count. Cade Povich had to throw 22 pitches in the first. This is a pitch off the plate, 2-1. Damn, BW. Okay. Damn, BW. Pitch up the middle and through a base hit. So great. More speed on the bags for the Royals. And another hit given up by Povich. He's now given up, 5 hits in 1 inning plus a batter? Is that right? This is not looking pretty, folks. Yeah, 5 hits. And we've only faced 8 batters. So that is very, very, very not good. Here is Freddie Fermin, and he takes a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. Man, Povich is not looking confident out there. Oh, boy. This could be a long day. I hope Povich can figure it out. I hope our offense can help him out, too. This is the first pitch strike to Ramon Laureano. Wait a minute. What am I looking at? What? Why am I watching Bubic pitch? Top of the second. What happened? My game just went back to a moment from like 7 minutes ago. What the hell is this? I am now watching us hitting the top of the second. Is anybody else watching what I'm watching and had their game go backwards on them? What the hell is this? Folks, you're going to have to follow the information on the scoreboard there in front of you for the time being. For some reason, I'm watching the top half of the inning again. I mean, how do you even explain this? It's one thing for a game to freeze. It's another for it to jump ahead or this. The hell's going on here? Hello? Hello? Okay, Slicer. I got you, buddy. You win, dude. When there's an opening, pardon the interruption. I'll get you in there. As soon as Stephen A. Smith retires, we're going to get you in there, dude. Yeah, you got hot takes, man. I got you. Hot takes. Damn it. I won't rest until everybody knows that Mateo is no damn good. I can't even get through the day. I'm still staring at an old game, at a game from 20 minutes ago. What am I looking at? I don't know. I'd love to call it again for you, but it's not what's happening right now. A ball has been put into play, apparently, by the number 9 hitter. Hopefully it's an out. I don't know. What the All right. I was expecting the game to just correct itself. Like, oh, it's our fault over here at MLB Network. Sorry about that. We got you back live. I'll try to reopen everything. See if that works, but I'm not feeling very optimistic. Oh, what now? How? Okay, so now my touchpad is stuck. Are you kidding me? It's going to be one of these nights. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right. Povich. Okay, I think we're live. Ramon Arias with a diving stop at third and a throw to first, but off the bag. Damn, Jonathan India. Looks like he just reached on an infield hit. All right. So we've got a runner at first, one out, Bobby Witt Jr. Looks like things are back to normal. Bottom of the second, the Royals ahead 4-0 now. So did they score again here? Was it 3-0 and then a run here in already? Yes. Fermin with a base hit scoring Michael Garcia. He was out, advancing on a throw, I guess trying to take second base. So the only out in the inning was on the base paths, another hit. And this one's hit down the left field line by Bobby Witt Jr., and that is a fair ball. Povich doesn't have it today. Good grief. And we used Matt Bowman in the ninth yesterday, and I was like, well, what if we need a long man tomorrow? We shouldn't be using Bowman in the ninth. Well, we might need a long man. Yeah, this is bad. I mean, Povich is getting the tar beat out of him. I mean, how many hits already? 8 hits. He's gotten 4 outs. Here is Pasquantino. He pops it up on the infield. Thank God. This is a big second out. Catch made by Arias. Runners at second and third still with 2 down. Povich. Buddy. Look, I'm sorry. Maybe the word got out about my bromance with you, and it caused a rift with you and your wife. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interfere with anything with your home life. Maybe now you're taking it out on the mound. It's all my fault. Salvador Perez takes a called strike at the bottom of the zone. There's a swing and a miss at 0-2 on a fastball. 8 hits already. Damn, the whole damn lineup's gotten to him. We're in the second inning. Hunter Renfroe is the only guy, the first 9 hitters, to not get either a hit or an RBI, as Perez strikes out here to win the inning.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
All right. First 2 innings have been nothing short of disastrous. At the beginning, I felt like, well, Povich isn't off to a good start, and Jorge Mateo didn't do him any favors. But that second inning, that's all on Povich. He bailed himself out there with a strikeout and a pop-up on the infield. When the runners were at second and third, it could have been worse, but it's still, there's nothing you can say. 8 hits. He's not fooling anybody. He is not fooling anybody. Yeah, a 4-run comeback is not out of the question, but you want to at least start chipping away. We got the top of the order coming up. So for my money, you got to have a response right now. Top of the order. Let's not wait. We don't need to get it all back right now, but we need a response. I need a drink, and I need a lucky. Oh, boy. Suarez is on the shelf right now, Nicholas. That's what I'm saying. We don't really have a long man. The closest thing to it is Matt Bowman. Keegan Aiken can give you a couple of innings, but he did that yesterday, and then Bowman pitched the 9th. Bobby Witt Jr. at the plate. What? What? What is going on with my game? It's skipped back now to the bottom of the second. I have to refresh it every 3 minutes? What the hell is this? This is unacceptable. What is going on here? Great, I get to rewatch more of the same misery from 10 minutes ago. What kind of Black Mirror nightmare am I living right now? Come on, man. Give your boy a break. Unbelievable. I can, out of the corner of my eye, I can feel the Charm City chat popping. All right, Gunnar Henderson's got an 0-1 count. Next pitch is outside and 1-1. How many times am I going to have to do that?
His name's Gunner and he's dating my mom.
I mean, that looks like something I'm going to have to do every 5 minutes. I hope not. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Change up. That's the same pitch Gunner struck out on his first time up. He's struck out his last 5 times up. Pitch. Swing and a foul, thankfully. Got a piece. Nobody out, top of the third. The 1-2 to Gunner. That's hit hard on the ground, but right to second base. Massey with an easy routine throw over to first, and Gunner starts the season now 1 for 11. But at least he didn't strike out, so that is an improvement. Adley Rutschman. 1 out, nobody on.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
Oh, boy. I tell you what. First pitch to Rutsch is at the top of the zone. Ball 1. It looked like a strike. We'll take it. I'll take anything. Well, anything good. Pitch. Top of the zone. This time it's called a strike. A little bit lower than the previous pitch, and the ump now calling it a strike, as he should. 1-1 on Rutschman. There is a pitch a little bit off the plate outside. 2-1. 2460. Welcome into the newest subscriber. Welcome into the BirdWatcher community, where there's so much love getting spread around. Can you feel the love in here? 3-1 on Adley. Careful, folks. 3 balls, 1 strike. Exactly. That ball's hit in the air right to the center fielder, Garcia. He makes the catch. 2 down. Jordan Westberg, 0 for 1.
West is that way.
Well, so far in this inning, the chip away concept not panning out. Gunner and Adley retired. Going to take a 2-out rally, starting with Westberg here. He goes after the first pitch. This ball's hit in the right center field. This ball could get down. This ball is a basket catch by Garcia in the right center field gap right along the warning track. A long run, and he reaches his glove out for a basket catch. Westberg nearly finding extra bases. Can anything go our way so far today? Man, oh Shevitz. Ugh. We go to the bottom of the third. Royals 4, Baltimore not yet. What do you think there, Bill? Good thing they don't only count active players. For what? First of all, how active am I? I'm feeling pretty inactive tonight. The first night without my neighbor. Oh. Oh, well, I mean, I'm getting a couple of thousand views a game, a couple thousand subs, a couple thousand views. I don't know who's showing up and who's not. There's a lot of people that come in and watch, don't chat. They just don't chat. Like Big Shag here. I'm only now seeing Big Shag's name for the first time ever. But there he is. New guy. How you doing, Big Shag? All right, it's time for a lucky. Yeah, the neighbor's out. The neighbor is out. And guess what? There's going to be a couple moving in from Myanmar. Myanmar, the neighboring country to the west of Thailand, where unfortunately the massive earthquake that happened a couple of weeks back now, I guess. How long back ago was it? 10 days, 2 weeks? I can't even. Time is just all over the place. I can't keep track. But a couple of what? A couple of, people from a country that just got devastated by a ridiculously powerful and destructive earthquake. I feel bad for this couple. I'm assuming that they are displaced, that they are just trying to restart things like a lot of people from that country. I don't know why else they are making their way out here, but apparently a lot of people are from that part of the world, just sort of looking for some place to start back up while their country gets built back up. It's a mess out there in Myanmar. But yeah. Anyway, we got a 1-2 count on Mark Canha. He's already got a hit in the ball game. I think just about everybody's got a hit already off of Povich. Pasquantino doesn't have a hit, but he's got an RBI. The only guy who hasn't done anything yet is Hunter Renfroe, who will be due up later in the inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Canha. Pitch is lifted in the air to left. Man, right to Laureano out there, but that ball was left right out over the middle of the plate. Povich lucky that ball didn't get crushed. That was a fat pitch. That pitch had a fat ass. Huh? What? Sorry. Where is my mind? Michael Massey looks at a first pitch fastball for a call and strike. We've had bad tornadoes and flash flooding here across the middle of the country. Yeah, that's a bad combo. This pitch is popped up. Should be playable. Mateo doesn't have to move far, and that's a play he can make. Nice routine fly ball to Shag out there in center. It's those balls you got to run down that I'm worried about, particularly running backwards. Balls hit over your head. 2 down in the inning, and here is Hunter Renfroe. He struck out his first time up, and he takes low and in for ball 1. Oh, yeah, remember Booty Smacker from back in the day? Yeah, there's a lot of people from season 1 that never made the return. Maybe sometime along the year. I mean, obviously, if he's busy, we know what he's up to. 1-0 pitch to Renfroe is high. 2 balls, no strikes. Getting warm in here. I'm getting warm. By the way, the weather is heating up. Songkran is only about a week away. That is the week-long Thai New Year. And Hunter Renfroe. That'll do it. The bingo card is all filled up. Everybody in the Royals lineup either has a hit. The only one that doesn't, Pasquantino, has an RBI on a sac fly, so that's as good as a hit. Everybody has gotten to Povich, and we're only in the 3rd inning. 2 down, runner at first. Michael Garcia takes a called strike on the inside edge. Everybody has gotten to him. 50-ish degrees and rainy in Baltimore. That's, I don't mind that kind of weather at all. Rainy, You know, a little drizzling. I'm all right with that. Here's a pitch, a little bit inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Povich on 51 pitches right now. The 1-1 to Garcia. Why is it so hot in here? This ball's fouled off the camera well to the left side, third base side of the infield. One ball, 2 strikes. Home plate umpire says, hang on, Cade. Something in the outfield. Povich turning around to take a look. Whatever it is, it's all figured out. Povich back on the bump. Garcia back in the box. Renfroe hanging out over at first base, 2 down. And the 1-2 pitch is swung on, and that's a miss. Rutschman picks up the ball, tags Garcia to complete the strikeout.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
3 innings in the books. The Royals have 4 runs on 9 hits. But, you know, that was the best inning for Povich so far. Maybe he can save the bullpen. Maybe he can give us another inning or so. Sweater weather. I'm not a big fan of sweaters, especially the ones that get you all itchy. Ain't nothing worse than an itchy sweater. Why do they make sweaters with that itchy material? Would somebody please explain? Is it just the friction from scratching and that's supposed to keep you warm? It's like an added feature? I don't know. But I don't like itchy sweaters. They bother me. I get, anxiety. I'm like Mitch Hedberg with turtlenecks, you know? You know, it's like somebody, a really weak guy trying to strangle you. You know, and then if you wear a backpack, it's like a little person trying to bring you down. You know, I don't know. I try to say that in a PC way. Rest in peace, Mitch. Hey. The other day I ordered a club sandwich, and I don't know how I get away with it, man. I'm not even a member. Hey. I like my sandwiches cut 3 ways. Let's form a club. What are the rules? Well, we'll put frilly toothpicks on the sandwich, and then in the middle we will dump chips. This club is formed. Tyler O'Neill with a swing and a foul ball to begin the top of the 4th inning.
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
I don't know, but Popeye, if you're knocking on the door of the Orioles offense, right now I'd say no, nobody's home. Please try again. That's another great Mitch Hedberg joke. I have a neighbor who used to bang on my wall because I like to play loud music. So I decided I finally would mess with him a little bit. Next time he banged on my wall, I just yelled back, "Go around." I don't know about you. On this side, there is no door. Go around. Here's a pitch fouled back. It is 0-2 on Tyler O'Neill. The 0-2 popped up high, high, high in the air. Who wants it? That's the shortstop, Witt, of course. Why not? All he does is everything perfectly. And you know what bothers me about him is like his attitude is good too. There's nothing flashy about him. There's nothing, you don't get that Juan Soto like prima donna nonsense going on. He's just a ball player. I hate this guy for being as good as he is. So that means that's the ultimate BW respect. Ryan Mountcastle, Mr. Washup, is at the plate and he takes outside for ball one. Mr. Washup with a base hit today. Not a lot of other, I guess everybody else on the team is washed up because nobody else is hitting. 1-0 pitch is called a strike. That looked outside. Mountcastle slouches after the call. It's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Okay, mount up.
Yeah, I love that wall joke. It reminds me of Office Space with the neighbor that can just hear you through the wall. Hey, man. Turn over to Channel 9 real quick. I won't tell anybody about your plan. I don't want you coming over here screwing up my life. What would you do if you had all the money in the world? What would I do? 2 chicks at the same time, man. We got a 2-2 count. Runner at first, nobody out. Pitch to Mountie is a swing and a line drive, base hit left field. Hey, folks, let's give it up for Mr. Wash. You know what? He's so washed up that it's getting wet around here. He's so washed up. He's so washed. Look how washed he is. He's so washed that he's clean, he's polished, and he's been the offensive hero of the day so far. Mr. Wash. Slicer, can you hear me? Ball 1 to Ramon Laureano.
Ramon just threw a rock at me.
Yeah, I think the chat's going to throw a rock at me because, boy, do I hang on to grudges around here. People talking trash about my players. Here's a ball hit on the ground to third base. Could be 2, and it is. Ramon Laureano with a 5-4-3 double play. And that moment of joy has gone away very, very quickly.
Stop it all.
All right. Bottom of the 4th coming up. 9-1-2 due up. Witt Jr. coming up to hit third. Oh, boy. Nicely done, Laureano. Yes, I know. Just, you know what it is, folks? These Oriole players, they're out there to ruin your day. That's what they try to do. They work their asses off to make sure that you have a worse day. That's what they want. Yeah. I know, Dan. I don't know. I don't know. Anybody want to talk more movies? Hey, you know, Spinal Tap is coming out with a sequel. You know, normally I am not down with the reboots, the retreads, the remakes, the reimaginings, the whatevers. Dan is unaffected. Fantastic, Dan. Who is looking forward to seeing what the hell they can make out of a 40-year in the making Spinal Tap reunion? I mean, if the Rolling Stones are still playing songs, I mean, I hope it's not embarrassing. It's Christopher Guest. Christopher Guest, I'm trying to think of his worst, like, mockumentary movie. His worst one might be For Your Consideration. which still had some laughs in it. But I mean, Best in Show, Waiting for Guffman. Give me a couple of others. A Mighty Wind. Normally, what's that about an epidural? Oh, Spinal Tap? Say what? 0-1 pitch to Fermin. Fouled at the plate 0-2. I need a smoke. Hold on a sec. You could care less? Isn't the expression I could not care less? If you could care less, then how much more or less could you less care? Here's a swing and a miss. And Fermin down on strikes on 3 pitches.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
You know, I don't care about the movie, but I could care less than I already do. Just a little bit more. A little bit less. Less is more. Jonathan India takes a backdoor sweeper for a called strike. 1 for 2 with a single today. And the next pitch, that looked pretty good. I tell you what, Povich hasn't been helped out with the umpire on some of these borderline calls. Epidural is the name. I get it now. I'm sorry, Janet. If I read it the right way, I wouldn't have butchered the punchline. That's good. It's good. Let's check out Ben McDonald here showing Kevin Brown how to throw something. Here's a called strike. 2-2 on India. 60 pitches now for Povich. Look at Ben McDonald out here with these fingerless mittens on or whatever. Looking like a Oliver Twist or something. What are we doing? 2-2 the count. The original drummer, Mr. Hyde? No, I'm sorry. He choked on his own vomit. So he won't be able to make it. Or was that the guy that spontaneously combust? I don't know, but with the vomit, you know, you can't really dust for vomit. So the police also said that it was a case best left unsolved, really. You know? That's probably one of my favorite lines in the movie. The police said it was best left unsolved. Payoff pitch, swung on and hit toward short. Gunner with a long throw. And there you go. All right, folks. We might lose today. I don't know. But Gunnar Henderson, looking like Gunnar Henderson should in the field. I know it's just a play that he should make, but he did. You know, backhand, straightened up, nice long throw with plenty of gas on it. Looked good. Accurate throw. I'll take it. 2 down for Bobby Witt Jr. First pitch gets away from the catcher, ball 1. 23-31. What kind of little league is that? Little league football? Little league cricket? 1-0 pitch to Witt. Called a strike. Bobby Witt Jr. is 2 for 2. What am I looking at? Hey, Janet, I think Melanie Newman's on TV right now. We got a Melanie watch. Fouled away 1-2. So I guess the game has gotten to the point where we're now just going to hang out and talk and see what Melanie's doing. So if that's the case, then, folks, whatever you want to talk about, it's on the table. 1-2 pitch outside, 2-2. $15-0 slaughter rule. What's that about a disaster? Here's an opposite field hit by Witt Jr. Good grief, is he good? Look at his uniform. How do you not root for this guy? God, if you're a Royals fan, you got to be loving life having this guy on your team. All right, I'm jealous. I am jealous. And we got Gunnar Henderson, man. And I'm jealous. 2 down, runner at first. Pasquantino's up. He takes a called strike. Are we talking about Ben McDonald like his career was a disaster? I can't keep up. What now? Could we have taken him out of the game earlier? Was Ben McDonald washed? Here's a fly ball to center. Mateo backpedaling makes the catch, inning over. Bobby Witt Jr. with another hit. He's got his third of the day. The Royals have 10 hits off of Povich, but he's not given up a run these past 2 innings. So something positive. We go now to the 5th. It's 4-0 Kansas City. Can we reply? Can we reply?
That's right. We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've come too far. There's too much to lose. We've got to keep our composure.
Thanks for being here, folks. Enjoy.
I apologize for Baltimore.
That's Mateo talking about that fly ball back in the first.
I apologize for Baltimore.
Well, all right, buddy.
Oh, no, not the beast! Not the beast! Ah! Oh, my eyes! My eyes! Ah!
All right. Hey, look, the Pirates, or is that the Pirates or the Padres? I don't know. The Yankees are losing. The Yankees are losing.
We're on a mission from God.
You're damn right.
This is great iced tea.
I wouldn't know. I'm drinking water.
This being Baltimore and all.
Hey, look, it's the hot dog races. Yay! Little kids dressed up as hot dogs running, and I'm sure they all had to sign a waiver in case somebody fell on their face. But it's cute. And Relish wins. Relish wins by a pickle. I don't know. Gary Sanchez is up. First pitch is a called strike. Hot dog races. Can Bill Veeck come back and give us like a real promotion? That guy knew a promotion. Disco Demolition Night, 5-cent beer night. Now we're talking. 0-2 on Sanchez.
Release the Kraken.
I did not see Bigfoot in the hot dog race. Besides, who would want all that hair on a hot dog? It's all right. You're already dealing with a lot of questionable ingredients. Do we have to add matted hair on top of that? Here's a pitch in the dirt. A ball and 2 strikes. Oh, yeah, folks. Be sure to bet your entire life savings on these hot dog races and use a betting app. A betting app of your choosing. Folks, betting apps. Here's a ground ball to third. India across the diamond in time. Sanchez grounds out 5-3. India's hair today, grease level is at about 6.5 on the grease scale. Ramon Arias walked his first time.
I have a brother.
Probably. You're probably right. Pitch to Ramon is low and a bit inside, ball 1. Can we just show a little bit of life? That's all I need. Can't figure out a way to win, so be it. Just don't, fold the tent. There's a called strike, 1-1. Not time to pack up and fold, all right? Pitch. Swing and a miss. High fastball. 1-2 on Arias. Next pitch from Bubic. That is a sweeper. Popped up on the infield. First base, Pasquantino. I'm sorry. Pasquantino is the DH today. Sally Perez at first makes the catch. 2 down for Mateo. All right, folks. You want me to join in on the pitchforks and torches? Fine. Here we go. Mateo's coming up. If he gives me a crap at bat, I'll lay into him. I'll lay into him. Give me something of quality here in this AB, Jorge. He takes a called strike, and folks, that was a tough pitch. You don't want him swinging at that pitch. Very corner of the zone, outside, at the top of the zone. 0-1 pitch. Popped up foul behind home plate. 0-2 on Mateo. Your hubby says you're always right. It's a secret to a happy marriage. I don't doubt that. That's why I've never been married. That's a secret to being happy and single for me. The 0-2 pitch. Okay, yeah, that was garbage. That was a bad swing on a pitch. Bad. Mateo, bad. It's bad.
Big buck. Stop it all.
Bad. Not good. As opposed to good? Yeah, as opposed to good. Mateo looking bad. All right? Charm City chat, we okay with this? Well, I told you. Yeah, but, there's a difference between saying he looks bad and he's garbage and he's trash and he's washed and whatever, There's a difference. I don't know what to tell you. But it ain't looking good. A guy can be happy or right. And I'm divorced and happy. Bad. Oh, I can't do it. Bad bat. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when that deep fly ball's toward you? Bad glove. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when that ball's toward you? Mateo now take a bad route. Mateo can't make that out. I don't know. Sorry. Tonight on Cops, we bust Jackson Holiday trying to buy liquor. Bad boys. What you gonna do? Yeah, we got a 31-18. Yeah, we got a star baseball player trying to buy a 12-pack of Schlitz. Yeah, send back up. Salvador Perez takes ball 1 from Cade Povich. Next pitch is hit in the air. Pretty well. Left center field. Long run. Mateo, and he doesn't do it again. Get him out of there. This is embarrassing. I don't ever want to see him in center field again. Okay? You put him in there. He didn't put himself there. You put him there. Mullins makes this catch. Cowser makes this catch. Mateo does not make this catch. So Perez on second base, nobody out. Mark Canha at the plate. And that is a called strike. I mean, just admit that you made a bad choice. You can bring Kjerstad in the game and move Laureano to center field and still give Mullins a day off. Here's a line drive base hit right field. Perez will stop at third because he's too slow. First and third, nobody out. And after a couple of innings of settling down, Cade Povich is giving up hits, giving them up. And Mateo's not helping him out. And here's the deal. We already knew Gunnar Henderson was looking shaky at shortstop. You can't make a line. This is the first thing I thought when I saw the lineup card. I'm like, Gunnar's already looking a little bit suspect at short, and now we're going to put Mateo in center. You're talking about your two most important defensive positions on the field, and you're going to put the two guys in there that give you some question marks about their defensive abilities. Yeah. Well, I hear you, B. Ravens, but again, I felt like it's a move that they made in order to keep both players, but my intention is that Mateo shouldn't be playing in any other way than as a pinch runner and like an emergency, fill-in guy. All you needed to do was just play one more left-handed bat in the lineup. And give me a left-handed bat versus playing Mateo in center field. That's the option. An extra same-sided hitter or a guy like Mateo playing kind of out of position. Just give me another lefty bat. Give me Kjerstad. This pitch is popped up to first base in foul ground. Mountcastle makes the catch, and that's a big first out. Runners still at first and third. You'd rather watch Mayo struggle than give Mateo any more reps? The problem is they don't really fill the same role. I understand what Mateo's role is on this team. It's just that part of that role is saying, well, against lefties, we can throw him out there in the outfield, but I don't think so. Not after today. Oh, and 1 the count on Renfroe. And there's a ball hit on the ground at third. Could be 2 to second for 1. Over to first. Folks, we just escaped second and third and nobody out. I mean, all right. All right. Got out of that. That was a David Blaine trick. Hey, that's 3 scoreless frames. And 1 run over the last 4 innings. I mean, folks, when you really think about it, there's no way to make 12 hits given up by Povich over 5 innings sound good. But here's 2 things that are facts. If Mateo catches that ball in the first inning, those 3 runs don't score. Otherwise, you're looking at a guy that's gone 5 innings and given up 1 run, despite the fact there's been 12 hits. 2 of those hits were fly balls that Mateo should have caught, and 1 of those led to the 3 runs. Yeah, I'll give 1 of those runs. Okay, you know what? I'll be fair. I'll give 1 of those runs up in the first. So let's say 2-0. I'll go with David on that. It should be more like 2-0, but still 12 hits is 12 hits. But we can call it 10 hits. But that's still bad. That's 2 per inning. That is not a recipe for success. Just 1 grand slam and I'm right back into this thing. That's what I'm saying. We're kind of due for a home run. Oh, by the way, you know what? I wanted to mention this right at the top of the program. Congratulations, Alex Ovechkin. Now the all-time leader in goals in the National Hockey League for your Washington Capitals. He did it. 895 home runs, 895 goals, passing the great one, Wayne Gretzky. Unbelievable. I was a kid growing up watching Gretzky, and I never thought anybody would ever break his goal record. Here's a swing and a miss by Henderson. It's 0-2. And for it to be a home player like Ovechkin,
his name's Gunner, and he's dating my mom.
that's pretty special. And it wasn't like he just sort of hung around to get that record. I mean, he's still a very impactful player out there on the ice. 0-2 pitch to Gunner is inside for ball 1. I think one of my biggest regrets as a sports fan is just the timing and where I've lived and just my not following the NHL like I used to as a kid. I used to be a huge Caps fan. But Ovechkin's career, I've only seen him play once live. That was back when it was still called the MCI Center down in downtown D.C. And for the most part, yeah, his career I never really watched. Didn't really follow along. 2-2 pitch, hit on the ground. Bobby Witt Jr. once again positioned perfectly as he's playing right by the second base bag. He fields the ball on the second base side of the bag and throws out Gunner for the first out here in the top of the 6th. Mateo doesn't even have a hit this season. Is swinging at everything in the dirt like a certain shortstop. Oh, boy. We're getting the Baez treatment. His defense hasn't been good either. Carlson's better as an outfielder, and his bat was better. I mean, we're talking about small sample sizes in terms of batting, okay? But I'm not saying you're wrong, B. Ravens. I think just, if we want to talk turkey here, the deal is if Gunner's back and Ramon Arias is looking really, really good, here's a swing and a miss, then Mateo's need in the infield is not much. There's not much need for it. So then you're looking at the outfield, and I agree with you. Carlson would be a better option if Mateo is going to see more time in the outfield than the infield. So, yeah. I, at this point, am okay with the idea of cutting Mateo. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. You can bring up Carlson, and we've got some options in middle infield that I'm okay with that maybe aren't as fast as Mateo. But we got Levon Soto. We've got Luis Vasquez down there. We got some guys that might be able to offer you something. Just not the elite speed Mateo has. You guys got Basayo. Yeah, that's not really a replacement, though. By the way, Basayo is on the 7-day disabled list for the Norfolk Tides right now. Yo, it is hot as balls in here. Is my door open or what? Oh, the screen is open. Holy cow. I am sweating balls. The fan is on, but it's blocked by this green screen. I am sweating. It's 2-2 on Adley Rutschman. Again, Mayo. We're talking about a Mateo replacement, and we're naming players that play completely different positions here. We're looking for like a utility / middle infield kind of a guy for depth on the bench. Honeycutt is nowhere near ready for the majors right now. He won't be ready next year probably either. He's just getting developed right now. Here's a pitch in the dirt, check swing, and Rutschman went. Damn it! Come on, you're calling that a swing? And all right, folks, I'm just gonna have to take my shirt off. It's just too hot. What's something? What do you got? Sweaty balls? Here's a ball hit toward left field. That's a base hit for Jordan Westberg.
Well, west is that way.
My goodness. Something. I don't know if I'm turning on a faucet or this is me pushing my walker down. I'm feeling so old. It's me walking down the... I need oil. Maybe Jonathan India can let me borrow some. Here is a pitch to Tyler O'Neill for a called strike.
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
Get no respect at all. The 0-1 pitch. It's going to be like this for a month, by the way, folks. It is it's the hot season out here. It's starting. Very, very spoiled for like 2 months. The weather was very, very nice. Not too hot, even by standards here. Swing and a miss on a 1-1 pitch. It's 1-2 on Tyler O'Neill, who is 0 for 2 so far today. Runner at first, 2 down, top of the 6th. The Orioles need some offense. Please. Kris Bubic, in his first start, didn't give up anything either. Swing and a miss. And O'Neill down on strikes. This inning is over. The Orioles have 3 more frames to try and do something. And we still got to pitch the bottom of the 6th to keep it 4-0. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Royals ahead, 4-0. Is the 9-game homestand the longest one of the season? Well, there you go, folks. Hopefully some of that home cooking is going to help out. Remind me again, I believe that 9-game series, we have 3 against Toronto, 3 against the 2 Ohio teams, Cleveland and Cincinnati. I'm hoping we go 6-3 in there. But I'm also hoping we can figure out a way to take 2 out of 3 in Arizona, which is going to be tough. They're no slouch. Oh, boy. I'm hot. Kept the, you know what? Where's the special lucky? Special lucky time here in the Charm City chat.
I mean, you know I'm a Lucky Strike fan from way back, so...
All right. Let me hear you. Hey, everybody. It's your old pal, Harry Carey, coming at you. You know, it's been the first time this season that I've come by to say hello. How you doing, everybody? The Orioles are down by 4. That'll bring up Andres By the way, Arnie, take a look at that girl with a giant rack out in right field. Hey, here's a base hit in the left. Cade Povich gives up hit number 13 on the day. Can we please just admit it's not his day? I'd like to not shatter his confidence any more than it already has been. Leadoff single. 13 hits off of Povich. Get him out of there. I know you don't want to, destroy the bullpen, but also know that we need our starters to not lose their mojo. Povich has done enough today to try and keep us in the ball game after that rough start. I would not keep him out here at this point. Pitch outside to Fermin. He's fallen behind the number 9 hitter here. Sir Anthony Dominguez is up. So there is the next option, apparently. 1-0. That ball's hit on the ground to second, or short, excuse me. Gunnar Henderson up with it, over to first in time. I think the runner on base had taken off. He was at second by the time the ball got to Gunnar. So no chance at a double play. It would have been a double play ball. That was a broken bat there as well on the swing. 1 out runner at second base. Back to the top of the order for Jonathan India, who is 1 for 3 so far today. And a check back on the runner, and they got him! Cade Povich picks off the runner at second, Michael Garcia. See you later, Michael. What are you standing around for?
Stop it all.
What are you looking for? Look at Povich. Look at that perfect throw. A spin and a ball put right down. Well, not right down at the bag, but all Westberg had to do was just take the momentum of catching the ball and just slap it down. Great pickoff. 2 down, nobody on base, and India takes ball 1. Another pitch that could have been a strike. Umpire has not helped. Povich is on 84 pitches. This is certainly his final inning. That's a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. So, I mean, he's going to wind up going 6 innings, giving up 4 runs. And honestly, it should be more like 2. But again, more honesty. Lots of hits. Lots and lots of hits. But I think the most important thing to take from this is that as bad as it's been, Povich didn't completely crap the bed and look like he just said, please take me out of the game. He has battled. It is a 3-1 count on India. And that ball's hit on the ground to short. Gunnar with another play to make. Over to first. Nice strong throw again. Gunnar looks ready in the field now. Gunnar looks back in the field. We now need to get his bat going. It's another scoreless inning for Povich. Somehow, some way. 6 innings from Povich. Did anybody see that happening after the first couple of innings? Well, he did it. So, wow. How about we do something for him now and score some runs? Mountcastle, Laureano, and Sanchez coming up. And man, oh man, oh man. Bill's saying this is our 3 innings. All right. I'm down. Complete game. Whew. It's time to get to work.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
If we come back, I promise. What do we got in here?
Pay that man his money.
Yeah?
Call it the Baltimore miracle or some shit.
Dylan, your son?
That's the Dylan Carlson drop.
Dylan, your son?
Maybe it'll be back on the main page in a couple of days.
Hey, you watch me every day.
Not right now, Albert. You're on the shelf.
Sorry, Charm City chat. Sorry.
How about this? Peace, love, dope. Now get the hell out of here.
Can we get Bubic off the mound, please?
Let me have a Diablo sandwich, a Dr. Pepper. Make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
All right, Bubic is out here for inning number 7. Ryan Mountcastle takes low for ball 1. Ryan, I'm washed up, but I've got 2 hits. The team has 4. I have half of them, but I'm washed up Mountcastle at the plate.
Okay, mount up.
That's low, ball 2. Mr. Washup. Jeez. That pitch is a called strike on the outside edge. A backdoor slider from Bubic. Look, you look at what he did in his first start. I mean, this dude's off to a nice start. This could be Kansas City's new weapon here. They've already got a pretty good rotation with Cole Reagans and Seth Lugo. This Bubic dude. Has not given up hardly anything in 2 starts. 3-1 pitch is lifted in the air to right. I mean, on a 3-1 pitch, that ball's still carrying, and it's going to be off the glove. Ryan Mountcastle is going to motor to third, folks. He's washed up with a triple. A leadoff triple for Ryan O'Hearn.
Yes, it is. It's
Folks, he's so washed up. I'm splashing around. I'm just splashing. Where are you at, Sleister? Where are you, buddy? Honestly, are you so committed to wanting Mountcastle to be washed up that you're gonna ghost me now? You're gonna ghost me on a 3-for-3 day with a triple? Just nothing? I'd rather wait until I'm eventually right than actually enjoy one of our players having a good day for us. Yeah, good priorities as a fan. Makes total sense. Here's Ramon Laureano. I don't understand people. I just don't.
Ramon just threw a rock at me.
I don't understand people's mentality. I don't get it. I don't get it. Make it make sense. What has Twitter done to people? Weird. You people are weird, okay? And not that cool Baltimore weird. It's that very unsettling, almost soul-crushing weird on social media. What is it, folks? We got a 2-0 count on Ramon Laureano. We'll figure it out one day. That makes it 3-0. Folks, Bubic is on 90 pitches. We got a runner at third, nobody out. Ramon Laureano, pitch, taken all the way for a strike. Come on, chat. The real fans. I'm talking to the real fans. Three-one pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the left. Full count on Ramon Laureano. Be great for him to get his first big hit for the club right here. Keep the line moving. We're trying to rally. Runner at third, nobody out. Looking for our first run of the game. Pitch number 93 from Bubic. Swung on and missed. Unbelievable. Laureano strikes out. One away. Get this run in. If nothing else, we cannot allow to be held off the board. Keep this going. Get the ball in play. Gary Sanchez, it's your turn. Come on, buddy.
Release the Kraken.
Hang in there, buddy. First pitch is outside, ball one. Good eye from Gary. Good eye from Gary. 94 pitches from Bubic. Eventually, he's got to make a mistake. Be ready for it, Gary. 1-0 pitch. Low and in, 2-0. 2-0. The 2-0. Right in there with a changeup. Bubic on a fastball count throws a changeup. Right down the middle. The count is 2-1. All right, come on. Lock in, Gary. Pitch. Oh, he takes a fastball in there. That might be the best pitch he gets. He took it. The count is even at 2-2. Got to make contact, buddy. Come on, man. You're really going to break my heart if you don't put this ball in play. 2-2 pitch. Pop foul. We'll do it again. Come on, buddy. Come on before this joint runs out. The 2-2 pitch. It gets away, and the runner is going to try to score, and he will. Sliding in feet first and taking out the pitcher is Ryan Mountcastle. Sorry, Bubic, but you're in the way. We are on the board. It may not be pretty, but it counts. It's 4-1 on the wild pitch from Bubic. 4-1. I mean, I don't know if these sound effects make sense when scoring on a wild pitch, still trailing by 3, bases empty, but whatever. We got something. We got a payoff pitch and a swing and a miss on a changeup, so thankfully that wild pitch. Thank you, wild pitch. Sanchez couldn't get it done. Another strikeout for Bubic. How many is that for today? He's up to 8. And that's going to be the end of the day for him. Ramon Arias, the right-hander, due up. Bubic goes 6 2/3 innings, scattering 5 hits and a walk, giving up just that 1 run now. 8 strikeouts. He threw 100 pitches. His ERA on the season is 0.71. So we got him out of the game. We're only in the 7th. 2 more innings after this to try and battle back. But Hunter Harvey, another guy who has been difficult to do anything. His ERA coming into this appearance is 0-0-0. Blutarski 0.00. What are we doing? Sorry, I flaked out. I absolutely just blacked out for a minute. Blacked out. Hey, let's advertise tomorrow's game. Zach Eflin against Zach Gallen. Battle of the Zacks. If you're a fan of Saved by the Bell, you won't want to miss this matchup. 9 o'clock or thereabouts tomorrow night in Arizona. Corbin Burns will not be pitching for the Diamondbacks against us in this series, but he will be in the dugout. We'll see him in there. We're going to make him pay. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Ramon Arias. Okay, first pitch to him from Hunter Harvey is ball 1. Come on, Ramon. Come on now.
I have a brother.
That's ball 2, low and away. Okay. My glasses on. Come on now. 2-0 on Arias pitch. Low. 3-0. Might Hunter Harvey be a little wild? Take another pitch, Ramon. Take another pitch. He does. It's a strike at the bottom of the zone with a fastball. Why in the hell did they put a car wash behind the scoreboard? You know, I have not seen this ball's hit to right and down into the corner and off the screen. Foul ball. Somebody, did you make a mention of that yesterday, BFH? Because I don't know if I've seen what you guys have been talking about. I mean, are we talking like bikini wash? Because you know, that would make sense. Oh, you know, I'd get a seat out there. Swing and a miss, 96. Damn. Harvey falls behind 3-0, comes back and strikes out Arias to end the inning. The Orioles get on the board. It is now Kansas City 4, Orioles 1, folks. It is time to do a little something here. We're on the road, but, you know. We're on the road and we're trailing, but that doesn't mean we can't throw some cakes on the griddle. Get them cakes up in the chat, folks.
Thank God I'm a country boy. 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 Thank God I'm a country boy.
Wow. Getting extra saucy today. Hey, folks, we haven't talked about a little something. We got to do a little business here. I'm talking about the like button. And you see, this is what I'm talking about, folks. We are already going into the bottom of the 7th inning. I have not mentioned hitting the like button since the pre-game first pitch part of this stream. And you know what's happened? We've got about half as many likes as we typically do at this stage of the game. This is why I have to do this. It is a gentle reminder. I got a feeling I didn't do my job in reminding folks sooner than now and doing it 2 or 3 times over the course of the afternoon. That's really the best way to do it, but I've got to make up for a lot of lost time, folks. Please hit that like button. Just a little thumbs up there at the bottom of your device. We need support like that. It really does help. I know it seems, if you're not a person creating content on YouTube, if you just like to watch videos, hey, I love watching YouTube videos, and everybody I watch tells you to hit the like button. You might be going, what? Why? Is it really that big of a deal? Fact of the matter is, it is, especially the smaller the channel, the bigger the deal it is. And folks, even though Charm City Chat is popping off for every game, even though this channel has grown tremendously in its first 1 year plus 10 games, that's all we're at, by the way. This is a 1 year channel plus 10 games. And it's been a great journey so far, but we need that help and support. Subscribe and hitting that like button. That's a way you can do it with just taking a moment of your time. Sir Anthony Dominguez is going to come out to pitch here in the bottom of the 7th. Kansas City having the heart of their order coming up. The guys you don't want to see. Bobby Witt, Vinny Pasquantino, Salvador Perez. Tony telling me that the South Side supports BW. Thank you, Tony. I got to get those other 3 parts of the compass on my side. I need East. I need West. I need the North. And all points in between. Bobby Witt Jr. Suddenly I'm Howard Cosell. Ladies and gentlemen, right now the Orioles are down by 3. It has been a difficult afternoon. Bobby Witt Jr. Haven't seen a guy hit like this since George Foreman back in the mid-50s. Thank you, Miss Janet. Sir Anthony Dominguez. Knight of the Orange Table. 1-1 count pitch. Strike 2. Four to 1 Kansas City, bottom of the 7th. Pitch. Reached for and fouled away. Good pitch by Sir Anthony. Getting Witt to go out of the zone. He is 3 for 3 today. Playing a shortstop like a boss. Doing it all out there. There's a called strike 3. Dominguez walks off the mound with a little bit of a hitch in his giddy-up. I like the body language there from Sir Anthony.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
What about those orange pants? Janet, you take that back right now. Are you telling me when we're decked out in our all oranges, you're not hyped? I'm hyped. I'm hyped. You guys are nuts. Yo, nobody can beat the Baltimore traffic cones, okay? When we got that traffic cone look, you know how intimidating that is? The 1-0 to Pasquantino is a called strike, 98 on the outside edge, 1-1. We're traffic cones, and we're coming at you. The human traffic cone. Yeah, Mazzo's down. Travis is down. Orange pants. You guys are no fun. I hate the City Connect crap, too. Aw. That's just, man. Hashtag first world problems. They should all get orange spray tans when they wear them. And orange socks. Just. They're going to look like Muppets out there. That is ball 4 to Vinny Pasquantino on a 1-out walk. And that'll bring up Salvador Perez. I mean, look it. You mean to tell me back in 1971, when we rocked these all oranges back in the day, when Jim Palmer was rocking this, what are you doing? Agreed about the City Connect. Puke. Bleh. Bleh. Oh, my God. What are we doing? I mean, is this a team or is this like a Barbie doll and we're worried about what outfits? My team looks good. I don't care what we wear. I say do whatever you want. And go out there and dress up like, put on a hula skirt. Maybe wear one of those, like, straw hats like those dudes in Big Trouble in Little China. I don't give a damn. There goes the runner. There goes the throw down, and that ball, perfect strike to second, but it's not in time. Good throw from Rutschman. But Tolbert got in there. This is a good throw from Adley, though. Look at Westberg right there. Snap throw. It's a close play. I mean, it's close. Runner at second, 1 out. Pitch. Outside, 2-0. You know, the only look the Orioles ever had that I wasn't a fan of is back when it was common around the league where a lot of teams ditched their belts and went with like that stretchy, like elastic waistband with like the snap, you just like snap close instead of having a belt. Like to me, that was always an awful look. I want my boys with a belt on. Not some elastic, looking like you're jazzercising or something. I don't know. But when it comes to just like the uniform design, I'm just down for whatever. It's our team. We represent. Make it ugly, make it sharp. I don't care. But that's just me. That's fine. We got a pitch in there for a strike on Perez. 3-1 the count. And the check on the runner, Tolbert, who's back standing in second base. Dominguez stepping off the mound. Oh, yeah. God. And that's another good one. The whatever, was it Majestic or whatever switch they made last year. There goes the runner. Throw down to third this time. And the runner able to hang in there. Tolbert. Sorry. They've got another speedy guy. Man, they got a lot of speed demons on this Kansas City team. Tolbert has stolen 2 bases out here to go from first to third. And Rutschman, both of his throws are pretty good, but Tolbert just too damn quick. Dominguez, I can't say whether or not he's done well to hold the runner as close as possible, but he did check on him a couple of times. Payoff pitch to Perez. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase one in the dirt for the second out.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Folks, look, if that was the Orioles, default uniform, I would totally agree. If it was the all orange as the uniform we wear at home for 65 games a season, here's a slow roller to third. Arias, come on, hurry up. He gets it to first. Oh, boy. The Orioles escape another tightrope. Sir Anthony Dominguez with a scoreless inning the hard way. The Royals, I tell you, if we somehow come back, they're going to be wondering, how the hell did we have 13 hits to their 5 at this stage of the game? We're going to the 8th inning, 4-1 Kansas City. I'm going to say this, a pinch hitter followed by Gunnar Henderson and Adley Rutschman. You heard me right. I refuse to call the rest of this game unless you see on the screen. You see. Where is it? Right here. See that? Up here? It's going to be pinch hitter, Gunnar, and Adley. If it is anything other than that, I'm going on strike. All right. But yeah, look, if it was the all oranges for like 65 home games, yeah, I would be like, come on. But we're talking about, what are we talking about? Like 10 times? Something like that? 8 to 10? Why not? You'll love it. You're going to love it. You're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it. All right? Who's on the bench that I'd bring in? Well, with a center fielder, I would go with an outfielder, not O'Hearn, Nicholas, just because it's easier to replace in the next half inning. You just put him in the outfield. So you got Mullins and Kjerstad to choose from. I mean, if they're trying to give Set a full day off, which I think they are, Kjerstad has had games where he hasn't started, so he should be fine to go. And then you move Laureano into center field. Lucas Urseg, the right-hander, is on. Let's see what we do here. I'm not going to tolerate Mateo hitting, obviously. It's going to need to be Kjerstad or Mullins. It is Kjerstad. There he is. Who called it, folks? And the first pitch is inside for ball one. It's almost like I know what I'm talking about or something. It's weird, isn't it? Next pitch is hit off to the left and foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. You know, your boy, let me tell you something. As a guy calling games and analyzing what's going on with the team, I'm not washed. I am not washed yet. Okay? I may be 47. I may be turning 48 next month. I may have more gray hairs on my chinny chin than black ones. Swing and a miss by Heston Kjerstad. It's 2-2. But I'm not washed. I mean, I'm washed, but I'm not washed. All right? That is not a, oh, God. That is an, oh, God. Strike 3 called. That was a nasty pitch, man. That ball, just a piece of the baseball, hitting a piece of that zone. It started inside and low, and man. And look how the catcher barely was able to catch it. Damn, that sucked. It's 1 out for Gunnar. 1 out for Gunnar Henderson. Damn. Kjerstad got done dirty by Lucas Urseg. Come on, Gunnar.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Here's a line drive, and he is going... Where the hell? I don't know. The cameraman lost the ball. It's a foul ball. Down the right field corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Come on, Gunnar. We need base runners, man. Pitch. In the dirt, 2-1. Cantankerous. I'm sorry. Should I read that the way it's written? Hi, BW. I'm fashionably late. I'm like that character portrayed by David Lynch from Twin Peaks that has to talk loudly. Hi. I love Twin Peaks. 3-1 the count on Gunnar Henderson. How you doing, Cantankerous? Pitch. Swing and a miss. 99 from Urseg on the outside edge. So both strikes in this at-bat have been right on the black. Payoff to Gunnar. Come on. Swing and a miss. Damn. Urseg is good. And, man, that's the guy I wanted us to get last season. We could have had this guy and we didn't have to give up much to get him, man. This was the guy hiding behind Mason Miller in that Athletics bullpen. Everybody fawning over Miller. I'm like, their second guy is throwing like 99, and his numbers look really good. Adley Rutschman up there with 2 down, nobody on.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
First pitch is a strike. Next pitch is low and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch. Inside. Three runs down, and if Adley is retired here, we'll have the 3, 4, 5 batters due up in the 9th, which sounds promising, but the fact is those are the guys that need to get on. It'll be the bottom of the order that need to get up to the plate and get the guys in. So it's going to be a tough comeback here. I mean, down 3 runs late, as tough as it is, but yeah, with this part of the order right now, not going to be easy. But again, we do have depth. If they've got another righty coming out in the 9th, I got a feeling we'll pinch hit for Laureano. And maybe Sanchez as well. We'll see. Sanchez is the DH today, so yeah, you can pinch hit for him. Payoff pitch is popped up by Adley. Shallow. Hell, that ball is going to wind up being on the infield dirt. Third base side. As the third baseman started on the outfield grass, coming in, makes the catch. Orioles go quietly. Lucas Erceg is a guy that we should have went out and got. Damn it, I talked him up. I was like, that's our guy. I think I even did a podcast during that trade deadline, I think around the All-Star break, when we're sitting around going, well, how can we improve this team? And we're like, well, we want to go out there and get a guy to, be a guy that could close. Because Craig Kimbrell isn't doing a job. We want another option. We wound up getting Sir Anthony Dominguez. I think that was our answer. Erceg could have been had for cheaper. But no, Kansas City went and got him, and I think he even made an appearance in one of those 2 playoff games against us with a scoreless inning. So, yeah, Erceg is a thorn in my side for, personal reasons. Folks, once again, tomorrow night, we are going to be out in Arizona. Man, I don't want us to lose this game, but if we do, that puts us at 4-6 instead of 5-5. That's the difference. Early on in the season, it feels like the NFL, where every game is so important because the difference, again, between a 4-6 versus a 5-5 feels like a lot. But in all honesty, it's not. But we learned one thing today, and I think if Brandon Hyde puts Jorge Mateo out there in center field again, you've got a reason to protest as a fan, okay? There's no reason. There's no reason to ever see Jorge Mateo playing center field again. In fact, is he still out there playing center right now? Or have we made a defensive... Okay, guess who's in center? Laureano. That's right, because Mateo got pinch hit for and Kjerstad's in left. Hey, what do you know? It's the lineup I suggested to begin with. Kjerstad in left, Laureano in center, O'Neill in right. It's almost like we could have done that from the jump. Whatever, man. You see, I get frustrated too. That's because I'm using my noodle. I'm not just sitting there going, this guy sucks. This guy sucks. I've got receipts. 2-0 on Michael Massey. Yenier Cano out here on the mound. There's a called strike, 2-1. That's all I ask from you folks, man. Like, have something to back something up. Dan's out of here. Here's a swing and a miss, 2-2 on Michael Massey. I don't know, BW, long season, but if we take a couple more that we should take last year, we get the... Oh, yeah, I got to start over. Hold on, that's a mouthful. This pitch is lifted into center field. Going to hang up there for Laureano. Makes the catch. Yeah, I see how he just naturally glides to his left to make a catch. Look nice and easy. Laureano can play center field. No problem. Okay, I don't know, BW. Long season, but if we take a couple more that we should have last year, we get division, right? I'm going to say 95 wins probably gets this division. So, or, 96 and 66. If you can get to 30 games over 500, 96 and 66, I think you're good. Because I do think there's going to be some, sort of, what do you call it? Canceling out of each other between the Red Sox, the Yankees, us. With Boston now improved, I think, like we took the series from Boston last year pretty easy. I think the Yankees did as well. I think Boston's going to eat into some of that. So I don't see us or the Yankees getting like, I mean, I know it's easy to say right now, like BW. Yeah, we know we're not getting 100 wins. But really, like, eventually, I think your division winner is going to get about 95 wins. I think, two other teams are going to be somewhere in the 89 to 92 win range. Cano with a strike 3 of MJ Melendez.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
I think there's 3 playoff teams in this division. I don't think there's one coming out of the Central this year. And then probably get one out west. Probably got the Astros and Rangers, a division winner and a wild card seed. I mean, if I had to call it, it's Orioles, Yankees, and Red Sox. Whoever wins the Central, the Rangers, and the Astros would be my guess. Michael Garcia takes a called strike. It's 1-1, 2 down, nobody on base, bottom of the 8th. 4-1 Royals. That ball's smoked into right center field, and it's going to be caught by Tyler O'Neill, and the inning is over. All right, folks, we got 3 outs to play with. We're down 3 runs, and again, we got some good hitters to start off the next inning, but it's going to need to take the bottom of the order for this comeback to work. We might need to get back all the way to the top of the order again if this is going to work. It's a big comeback, but it's not out of the realm of possibility. I'll say this. We get the leadoff man on. We go from like a 10% chance to like a 40% chance. Just like that. All right. If we don't get the leadoff man on, now we're down to like a 5% chance. All right. Start packing your bags. Jordan Westburg will be that leadoff man. Nobody I'd rather have coming up to the plate. If you need one guy to be like, just get on base to start a rally, this is my guy. So we got that going for us, which is nice. Hey, folks, 9:30 p.m. tomorrow. Show of hands in the Charm City chat. Who's going to be here, huh? Who's going to take whatever the result is today and say, I don't mind as long as I'm back tomorrow to do it again here with BW. Watching the Orioles the right way. The right way. The non-Twitter way. That's what we do. Folks, That's what this is about. This is a response to the modern age. Believe me, there's YouTube channels out there that reflect, sort of the vibe of the modern day fan. But I'm going against the grain. I'm sorry. I'm treating this like 70s pirate radio. I'm just DIYing it. I'm going against the grain. I'm going against the herd. And if you like it, great. I think if you don't like it now, it's going to grow on you. Give it a chance. You might begin to start looking at things a whole new way, in a better way. Carlos Estevez. That's the closer. He is on, and Jordan Westburg is up. He takes the first pitch strike on a slider.
West is that way.
Next pitch is upstairs, 1-1. Yeah, folks, that's how I'm treating this, man. Look, I'm all about independence, freedom, lack of that corporate cloud just hanging over. And just winging it. I love it. You have that freedom still. It's still the Wild West here on YouTube. For those that, here's a check swing, and it's a strike 3 on Westburg. All right, folks, it's not looking good. I told you the numbers. I told you the probability factor about this leadoff man. He did not get on for us. It's going to take what we call a Baltimore miracle. As Tyler O'Neill coming up to hit now. He takes outside for ball 1.
Call it the Baltimore miracle or some shit.
I hope I can. Next pitch is upstairs, 2-0. Okay, 2-0 on Popeye.
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
I don't know. Anybody home in the chat? Anybody home in the chat? We got to use some of these Popeye emojis because the milkman is on the shelf right now. We got some Oriole birds up in here. Come on, man. Splash some Old Bay on them. Come on, folks. Come on, folks. Hey, 2-1 on Tyler O'Neill. Pitch. Lifted in the air, but this ball was hit off the end of the bat. And 3 guys are all around it, but guess which one is going to take charge? It's Bobby Witt Jr. Catching this ball, and the Orioles are down to their final out. And on the verge of losing their second straight series and falling to 4-6. And yeah, a split, a series loss at home, and a series loss on the road is not how you wanted to start things. Ryan Mountcastle is 3 for 3, and there's a line drive right to second base, and that's your ball game. I was hoping Mountcastle was going to get to the opposite field to make it 4 for 4, just to, twist the knife more on one of our viewers out there. But unfortunately, Mr. Washup hit a line drive right to the second baseman in the ballgame. Final score, Royals 4, Orioles 1. 13 hits pounded out by Kansas City, most of those coming off of Cade Povich, who was just, constantly giving up hits. He did manage to get out of a lot of jams. He showed some moxie out there. He didn't completely crash out, but he was undone early by a huge misplay in the outfield by Jorge Mateo. One of 2 badly judged balls hit out his way, but that first one led to a 3-run inning. And yeah, I don't know if I can blame Mateo for all 3 of those runs coming in. Again, Povich giving up so many hits, but I got to at least think that 2 of those runs don't come in to score. if it weren't for that play. And then suddenly now you're looking at a 2-1 game. So there you go. Even if Mateo makes the play, the offense just 5 hits off of Royals pitching, just the 1 run, and that came on a wild pitch with 2 down in order to get that 1 run in. It was another just really uninspired performance by the offense the day after, looking like they'd finally figured things out. Again, last night, if you weren't around, Gunnar Henderson was the only guy on the team to not have a hit. But it just goes to show you, folks, pitching is really what dictates the outcome of these ball games more than anything else. Kris Bubic with a well-pitched game. It wasn't like it came out of nowhere. He had another stellar outing in his first start. He hasn't given up but 1 run on this season. He's got an ERA of .71. So, tough stuff. But look, no excuses. We're going to have to face tough pitchers throughout the season, and we can't automatically just lose to these guys. We got to find our wins in there somewhere. We're going to have a tough pitcher coming up tomorrow night, Zach Gallen. He may not be the ace of the staff now with Corbin Burns on the Diamondbacks rotation, but before Burns arrived last season, Gallen was the ace. He's got ace-type stuff, so it's not going to get any easier tomorrow night. These bats have got to wake up for us, and hopefully we're going to put a lineup out there with guys playing in their preferred positions and guys who are currently hitting well. I don't want to see any days off right now for anybody that's hitting well. I'm not doing it. I know Mullins got a day off today. I know there was a scheduled day off for Westberg in that Toronto series, and we lost the game without him. Not right now. This team, if you're hitting, you're in the lineup, okay? We can all rest when we're dead. But right now, the offense is dead, and we need our hot bats in this lineup. So tomorrow night, that's what I'm expecting. Yeah. And I also would consider, once again, maybe moving Gunnar Henderson down in this lineup until further notice. I would think Gunnar would understand. It's not an insult to the guy. We know this guy is an MVP kind of player and just a force at the plate when he's going good. But it's pretty clear that he's not caught up to speed yet. So to have him hitting leadoff, that just sends a ripple effect throughout the rest of the lineup. You didn't feel it yesterday because everybody was picking up the slack, but a day like today, you kind of felt it. I think I would move Gunnar down until all he's got to do is go out there and have like 1 3-hit game, and then boom, you're like, all right, Gunnar, you're back. Move back on up to your preferred spot in the lineup. It's not going to hurt the team to move him down, but it could hurt the team to keep him in the leadoff spot while we wait for him to figure it out. We're a couple of games under 500 again, and I don't want to get any further down than that. That's my breaking point. We got there once, we fought back, and we won last night, but now we're back to 2 games under, and your boy ain't having it. So let's build a strong lineup tomorrow. We've got Zach Eflin on the mound. We should get, if nothing else, a quality start or somewhere in that neighborhood. 6 innings pitched and keeping us in the ball game. I hope Cade Povich has a better outing next time out. I mean, so many hits given up. I don't know. Maybe he was tipping his pitches or what. I mean, that is a lot of hits. But they need to take a look at some game tape with him, figure some stuff out, because, I mean, he still was able to hang in there and pitch into the 6th inning, which I would not have thought he was going to get that far. But Bobby Witt Jr., I'll be happy not seeing him for a while. This Royals team, they're the kind of team that is going to make you pay if you're not playing your best. Because they're a team that hustles. They're a team very scrappy. They take the extra base. You know, they do stuff. Bobby freaking Witt, yeah. So there probably is a game going on right now that I can send you to. Thanks, by the way, for... Well, I guess there weren't any super chats today. Chat revenue, $0. All right, so the ad revenue will probably be about I think I made about $5 today. Yeah, that works out to about $1.50 an hour. Yeah, I'm doing good out here, folks. I'm doing good. Working my way up. I'll keep grinding. Don't think that's a complaint. I'm grinding. Because, you know, if I were doing something I wasn't enjoying, that's where the complaining would be. But I'm doing what I love to do. Hey, Melanie Newman. Ms. Janet Hill. What do you think? How's Melanie doing today? She scares me. Whoa! Holy cow, a super chat flying out of nowhere. All right, folks. Things are working.
Message for you, son.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
That is a very, very, very generous donation or gift to the channel. I really do appreciate. Whoa, whoa. Okay, now I feel guilty. Was that a guilt trip? You guys just turned a $5 day into a $35 day. And now I feel like I've actually been productive. I can justify what I'm doing. Thank you so much. Matt and Jew Brownie with a thank you back and a heart. A big thank you to two. Folks, if you're still here, hit that like button on their comments. I'm not asking you guys to give me a super chat too, but we got 47 people still here right now. Hit the like button on these. Don't do it for me. Do it for them for being super generous, okay? That's really, really good stuff. Honestly, folks, today I'm looking right now at the total view count, and we're barely going to pass 1,000. Like during the heart of the season last year, we were crushing it. 4,000, 4,500, 5,000 viewers a game. We've got 1,000 today. Barely. So that's where we're at right now. A 20% size audience that we were at last season. And that was last season before I had all these upgrades I made. I did all this stuff to make it even better. But I got a feeling it's due to the lack of morale right now in the early part of the season. Maybe people are kind of focused on March Madness and what have you. Although I think, right, today's Sunday, right? Don't they do a Saturday, Monday thing? So no madness tonight? I don't know. Whatever excuse I can come up with. The bottom line is support for the channel like that during times like this means a whole heck of a lot. So I just want to make that clear and say thank you for that support. I'm going to look right now and see if there's another game on from a colleague of mine that I can send you to. Whoever it is, hopefully won't gloat about the fact that, we lost. So I'm going to send you over to my boy Thomas Fitzpatrick. He's a Red Sox fan. Go give him the business. So once again, tomorrow at 9:30, your boy's going to have a lot of time to rest up. He needs it. So does his team, I feel. That's a lot of time, by the way. Yeah, I mean, we're going to be traveling. We're going to be on an airplane for a couple of hours. I hope Brandon Hyde has a chance to get this team, the morale needs a lift. It needs a lift. I got to tell you. 4-6 to start the season. It's not tragic, but it's not ideal. I was looking at it going, I think we'll be 6-4 after 10. Well, we're 4-6. What are you going to do? We still got 152 of these to go. A lot of time to figure it out, but let's admit it. A couple of players that we might need to say goodbye to, and a couple of other players that until they come back, we may just be a team fighting to be around 500 just to stay in the neighborhood, get that extra help, maybe an additional arm in the trade window, and next thing you know, we're contending, maybe fighting for a division. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It's just, we haven't won a series yet. That's tough, man. All right, folks. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks to the mods, as always, for the job they do in the Charm City chat, keeping things nice and charming. Thanks to everybody making their way out and making me your preferred voice for the Baltimore Orioles. It means a lot to me, folks. Until next time, this has been the BirdWatcher, and I'll chirp at you later tomorrow night in Arizona. Sending you now over to Thomas Fitzpatrick. Take it easy, folks. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Goodbye.